Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to part 2 of IELTS speaking, that is cue card questions, especially from Green World Edu Universe IELTS. Are you stuck with cue card questions? Don't worry, we are here to help you. From now onwards, IELTS speaking will be a cup of tea. So, without any delay, let's move to our section.
Describe something important that you lost. You should say what it was, why it was important, how you lost it, and what you did after you lost it. I was devastated the time I lost my first iPhone. Let me give you some background. It was my 16th birthday and my parents had just bought me an iPhone 4. I had waited for this for so long and was so filled with joy when I finally received it after getting good marks at school. It was all the rage in technology at the time, so I really wanted to keep up with my friends. It was important to me since I know my family worked hard to be able to buy a gift like this for me. I have seen my father work hard around his law office and my mother tend to our home to create a happy, clean atmosphere for us. Although I feel ashamed to say it now, it was important for me to have the status symbol at the time. I lost it one afternoon when I went out on a cold day with a loose winter coat on. Unfortunately, I forgot to zip up the pocket it was in. I hadn't realized that it fell out of my coat pocket during my ride when I hit a big bump in the road. Foolishly, I had music blaring on my headphones, so I never noticed the sound of it dropping. I tried to retrace my steps to see if I could find it along the way, but never did. I imagined that someone may have snatched it. I then went home to my parents in tears and told them what had happened. While my father was understanding, my mother yelled at me and told me that I needed to be more careful. However, they both agreed that I would have to save up if I wanted another. How did you feel about it? Oh, I was devastated. I knew my parents had worked hard for this, so I felt really disappointed in myself. Moreover, I felt that I was just an ungrateful, careless teen. It reminded me that I needed to be more careful with my things in the future, especially as I didn't buy them for myself. Why do children lose their things? Since children lack the maturity of adults, they tend to not be careful with their things. When they don't buy the things for themselves, I think they don't see the value of them as much. This is to say that children haven't developed a sense of responsibility yet. Furthermore, children are just humans as all of us, so they often make mistakes. Why do adults lose their private things more than other things? Well, since adults have many responsibilities and things on their mind, they tend to become scatterbrained and lose their things sometimes. I imagine that especially adults in a serious relation and or with children tend to prioritize others over themselves. With this said, they forget their own things rather than those of others. Studies have shown that people who are messy are more creative. Why is it so? I imagine that people who are messy can find beauty in chaos. They don't need to follow a strict routine, so they are more likely to think outside of the box. With this said, they are more creative. I think people who can go with the flow instead of insisting their usual organized ways can find more opportunities for creativity. Lastly, perhaps messy people find unexpected beauty more, perhaps among the trash pile in their room.
For more interesting IELTS videos, subscribe and follow our channel, and you guys can join our special elementary coaching to learn every nook and corner of IELTS.